What's up, guys? Raymond from RayEnterprises here. In this video, I want to describe what a share is. So a share is pretty simple to understand. So if you were to take a company, say take company A, and you divide the company into 100 different parts. Each part would be called a share. A share and a stock are the same term. They mean exactly the same thing. So if somebody says they own 10 shares of company A, that means they own 10% of company A, which is 10 shares. There's different types of shares. There's preference shares, there's A shares, B shares, C shares, or sometimes you might hear preferred stock or ordinary stock or common stock. Ordinary stock and common stock are the same thing. It's just common stock, they use that in America and other countries, and common stock and ordinary shares they use that in the UK and other European countries. But some terms mean the same thing relating to shares. They mean the same thing. It's just some countries they use different terms to describe this, to explain the same thing. But a share is basically one part of the division of a company. So it's a public company, a company that's on a stock exchange that the public can buy. Yeah, some shares, like preference shares or preference shares, can't be purchased by ordinary people. For example, in America, there's a organization that runs the sale of securities. So a security is basically a financial instrument like a share or a stock that's traded on an exchange. So the organization is called the Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC. A lot of you might have heard of it. So they regulate the buying and selling of securities, including shares, on any stock exchange, just to make sure that the process of buying and selling is conducted in a legal manner and people weren't breaking the law. So they actually suggest that they actually define two different types of investors. One is a accredited investor, and one is a three types of investors. One type doesn't make the list. Accredited investor and I think it's an inside investor. I'll be describing what those two different terms are in the next video. But basically, how the SEC say that accredited investors are investors that individually earn about 200,000 per year in income after taxes, I think after expenses, or that have a net worth of $1 million. And those type of investors have special rights. They have access to buy shares just before they before they go public. So before they are floated on a stock exchange, before their shares are able to be purchased by the public. Just before that stage, accredited investors are informed about that the share is going to go public. Would you like to buy some shares in that stock? And yeah, that's how a lot of investors become rich, because they invest in companies at early stages, just before they float on the stock exchange. But yeah, a share is basically a part of a company. A company is divided into its shares, and one of those shares or one of those or each individual part is called a share or a stock, same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be explaining different terms in the next videos, just so you guys can understand, as well as myself. It helps me to clarify definitions in my mind as well, just so we can both, as well as all of us, understand different financial topics and different financial terms a lot easier, so we can speak with fluency and as well as understand other people speaking. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.